Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian, and in today's video we're going to go through a presentation on how to lose all your Bitcoin. Well, we don't actually want you to lose your Bitcoin, but we're going to tell you the things you can do if you want to lose them. And hopefully the reverse psychology will work, that you'll flip it on its back at the end of the video and do the absolute opposite. Because now is more important than ever to keep your crypto safe. We're starting to see nice green shoots come into the crypto market, with Bitcoin and altcoins starting to have them green days, ready for the spring out. But we still need to be vigilant. I know we all think we're on top of our crypto security and crypto game, but how many of you out there have still got your coins on an exchange? And the old saying goes, not your key, not your crypto. I know you need them on the exchange for trading and leveraging purposes, but do you need your whole portfolio on there? Well, if you want to know how to lose your Bitcoin and hopefully flip it so you don't lose your Bitcoin, stay tuned and let's get into the video. So before I start today's video, I have to say that anything you see here or choose to ignore is not financial advice, although it is a little bit of tips and tricks on how to hopefully not lose your Bitcoin by not following the steps that I'm about to present. So without further ado, and that being said, let's jump right into this presentation. Jump into a guide on how to lose all your Bitcoin investment, just what you want to know. So jokes aside, let's say you want to lose all your Bitcoin, well, your BTC totally, irrevertibly and forever. Hey, it's not our place to wonder why you want to do that. Maybe it's part of some elaborate performance for an art piece, or you're just not wise. Anyway, like the guy who destroyed all his possessions, or perhaps you've always wanted to be a big fan of electric music outfit, the KLF, who famously burned £1 million on a remote Scottish island, don't know why. Or your reasons might be more mundane, and simply you just don't want to soon be divorced spouse to get all your share of an investment you both know you own. So whatever your reason, we're not here to judge you. And while we're usually in the business of helping people protect their coins, it's easy enough to reverse engineer security to help you lose them just as fast and easy as you got them. So let's start with number one. Bragging about your Bitcoin. We know a lot of us do this, me included. Yes, that's right. If you've got it and you wish to lose it, flaunt it. Want to get rid of that Rolex weighing down your wrist? I wish I had one. Pair it with a t-shirt or flash it about in a crowded bar, and then take a walk down the bad part of town after dark, and you'll soon find yourself relieved of your time police. And probably your dignity. Well, it's the same with Bitcoin. You want the world to know you're a Bitcoiner, and that ideally that you've stacked enough of those sats or satoshis for you to be worthwhile streaming about them. So tell everyone about them. Add the laser eyes to your social media profiles. Boom, Bitcoin to 100k. Keep tweeting them diamond hands, and don't forget about the offline world either. Be sure to boast about your mastery of Bitcoin to all of your friends, family, and most importantly to new acquaintances, or just anyone that will listen to you brag about how cool you are in the crypto space. You never know who will be tempted to start them probably trying to test your defenses in order to relieve you of your hard-earned investment and your Bitcoin. So brings us to another easy way to lose all your Bitcoin. Keeping it on an exchange. In the early Wild West days of Bitcoin, losing your coin was child's play, and you probably know that if you've been in Bitcoin a while, as there was no shortage of disreputable exchanges that would help you lose your investment if you kept your coins in a hosted wallet. It was only a matter of time before the exchange went bust, like Mt. Gox got hacked, lost coins by engaging in fractional reserve banking, or the owners absconded, died with your keys, or you plainly got robbed by greedy individuals that ran off to the Cook Islands, not mentioning those South African brothers. So the exchange market has matured significantly since then, and in recent years with enhanced security measures such as the two-factor authentication and even published proof of reserves and proof of custody. Don't be disheartened. As long as you entrust your keys to a third party, you do not own your crypto. As they say, not your key, not your crypto. And anything could happen, and let's face it, it probably will. So with exchanges still go bust with the reassuring regularity. Even more encouragingly, governments are now actively targeting Bitcoin as wealth because they want a slice of that crypto pie. And not just traditional authorities like China and Russia, the Canadian government recently got involved in instructing financial institutions, including cryptocurrency custodians, to freeze the accounts of anyone anyone who donates even a small amount to the trucker protests. You don't want to mess with them Canadian. Even if you have a strong password and a 2FA protecting your exchange account, you never know what other vulnerability might be exploiting to gain access and drain it. If you've got your coins on an exchange, relax. You know you're in unsafe hands and anything is possible to happen. And again, like we said, probably will. So what else can you do to lose your Bitcoin? Write it down. Things get a little trickier if you've decided to self-custodial your Bitcoin offline in a secure hardware wallet, or do that. After all, when you hold your keys yourself, the power to lose your coins is completely in your hands. Why wait for an exchange to go bust when you can start adopting security worst practices today? And let's face it, you probably are doing that. The secret to making your wallet insecure lies in your seed phrase, the string of words that you use to generate your private key. The simplest way to lose your coins is to memorize your seed phrase and then delete or destroy any record of it. A few months on, hardly anyone has a hope of recalling every word in that correct order. And let's face it, a lot of them are 24 or over now. But what if you're cursed with an eidetic memory? Easy, write it down. Even better, do it twice in physical pen and paper form. Ideally, keep it near your hardware wallet. And for good measure, record it in a cloud-based document where anyone with the will can access it through a brute force attack. This is particularly effective if you regularly remind people you hold wealth in Bitcoin. So then we bring on to the last one. Disinherit the next generation. This one is for those who like playing with the long game. You know the phrase, you can't take it with you. Well, with Bitcoin you can. If you haven't considered inheritance plan, then your entire investment will likely go to the grave with you. Joining the estimated 3.7 million Bitcoin, around 18% of the coins there will ever be have already been lost forever. And you can see in the chart next to it here the amount of Bitcoins that will reportedly have lost forever. Of course, this requires you to reserve the principles above. If you really want to cheat your children out of their inheritance, you need to make it as difficult for them as you can to gain access to your keys as any attacker does so. If this is the way you want to go, don't tell your heirs that to write down your seed phrase and to get a hardware wallet. Even better, cut your 24-word seed phrase into as many pieces and store them in many hidden holes around the world with no recovery instructions whatsoever. Your heirs won't thank you for it at all. So let's conclude this and round it up with the last part of the disinheriting the next generation. Whatever you do, just make sure your Bitcoin storage and security providers don't have a specific or robust protocol for inheritance planning. You can rest away in the knowledge that even the devil himself will get your wealth when you pass on. If for some reason you don't want to protect your Bitcoin, just ignore everything I've written. Even better, do the opposite. But all you'd be doing is securing your investment in the only censorship resistant and inflation proof store of value ever invented. And let's face it, that's what we all got into crypto for. So I know this has been a nice wake up call, and I know you're thinking, what is this guy talking about? Why is he telling me how to lose his Bitcoin? Well, I'm just really using reverse psychology. And why would you want to go ahead and do something as dull as that? But I have to say that I have been, in the early days, a victim myself. And to find out more, like and subscribe, hit that bell and get the notifications as quick as I can get them out. But also visit my website cryptoripto.com for cool tools on how to help you plan and master Bitcoin. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you found it very informative. Please leave a comment below and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, tick that bell notification, because it really does help the channel. And I really hope that everyone out there does the exact opposite of this presentation, because we don't want you to lose your hard-earned crypto. And the scammers, again, ever more clever in finding ways of taking that crypto from your wallets. So with that being said, as always on Crypto Ripto, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get ripped.